All right, now it's Tuesday morning, and it is. Come on now, focus. 38 degrees in my shop. Terribly cold temperatures. So anyway, we're gonna push this car out again, and I gotta work on a Caprice and a K10. I think that's my goal for today. I may get my new split unit installed today. Maybe. We'll see. And what else am I gonna say? I guess that's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna push this out and we'll see what happens next. I need to, while I'm off this week, get the Bondo work done on this roof. And I've got to strip the trunk lid because the paint was coming off it. Got to do some sand in here. And I need to get that portion of the car in primer, at least. And I want to install the engine and transmission at least. Maybe the gas tank. We'll see. I kind of want to blitz this car and get it. Use up all the parts I got stored everywhere. And B, get it further along. I got to get the fire lit again. It's sort of petering out in me. I'm sure everybody who's done a project car knows about that. Alright, I'm going to quit yapping now and open the door and get my boy to help me push this car. You ain't going to put no shoes on, Sensei?
No.
Okay. Alright, he helped me out getting the 57 out and this one in. Look at her. Just look at her. It's a 2017 Caprice with 47,000 miles on it. And I forgot the idle time. But it was, I forgot what it was. I'll have to look it up later. Anyway, she needs a bunch of cleanup. But I think it's going to make a pretty nice car. I done bought some Camaro wheels for it. I don't know if I want to fool around getting the tires switched out today or not. Maybe. On the last one I had, I cut the mufflers off and then just kind of straight piped it with some chrome tips. But the trouble was, it had a drone. It was annoying. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I'm going to have to figure that out. I notice a lot of cars like this use J pipes here. So I don't know. I might just leave them on there. I'll probably wind up selling this car. Although I do like it. It is fast. Shockingly fast, really. Alright, enough jibber jabber. Let me change the oil. As long as we got the Caprice up on the lift, let's have a look at it. Here's one thing that amazes me. Look, you got two cats, I guess. I guess those are cats. I don't know. Maybe it's a resonator. A little muffler. Two more resonators. My chair don't roll that good. And then two more mufflers. That one has been abused. In fact, it's kind of tweaked the pipe there. You know, these police is kind of hard on these cars, ain't they? Anyway, there's 2, 4, 5, 7, 9 apparati in the exhaust system. And right there's the gas tank. a Camaro diff will fit in there. These have a excuse me, 290 gear, I think. So it'll go like 159 miles an hour, but you don't need to go that fast, as we all know. Put like a 323 in it or something like that out of a Camaro SS. Maybe it's a 327 they come with, I'm not sure. 320 something. And it'll come off the line a little harder. I thought I had a deal on one, but the guy was flaky and didn't show up when he said he was gonna and all that. You know, that aggravating crap people do, and then they sell it to somebody else. You know, if you're gonna sell stuff, how about a little integrity? A little integrity goes a long ways. But that's a story for another time. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to mess with the wheels today. I ain't really got time for that. I don't have the right lug nuts anyways. I need to order those. I'm just going to put these tires on the Camaro wheels. And these tires are 235/50 18. The Camaro tires are bigger, taller. I don't think they'll work. Those are a 245/55 18. Kind of a shame. They're good tires. Real good tires. Maybe we'll put them on there and see how we like them. Probably won't like them. You know, I feel kind of bad. I'm down here. You know, it's cold. It's in the 40s, I think. High 30s, low 40s right now. But here I am contemplating wide tires on a car, and that half-ass Customs up there in the snowbanks and Whalen Wire. He's shoveling snow off his roof. And DD Speed Shop has to put a snowplow on his 57 Chevy and a jack. Yeah, I feel terrible. Anyways, let me get back to it. Oh well. I do believe, though, I'm going to get rid of these ugly hubcaps. They're just awful. I'll at least do that today. Well, I broke out the tape measure. Looks like these wheels are 27 and a half inches tall. And the Camaro ones are 28 and a half tall. I'm going to put them on there. Heck with it. Maybe it'll make it look like a sleeper, a grandpa car. I still got to get that mess off there. But first it needs a good bath. That's what they look like side by side. The sun isn't really helping us here. They're about an inch taller. They might rub. But guess what? For you folks, I'm going to try it out and see what it acts like. The other thing I ain't sure about is, I guess them Camaro wheels got tire sensors in them. Tire pressure sensors. I don't know if this thing will just pick them up or what. I don't know. We're getting ready to find out anyway. What do you think? How's it look hanging on the lift with Camaro wheels? I don't have the capped lug nut so it looks right, but we can order those. I don't know. We might hit when we turn here. It's a little tight, of course. The wheel will be up in there more. Anyway, I'm going to set her down and fill it up with oil. Can't forget to do that. And see what else I get into. The other thing about this thing is it was in a little front end rack and it deployed the airbags. I've never really messed with that stuff too much, but I put new airbags in it. Well, used ones. The seat belts are locked. I guess I can take them out of that other one. I'm not 100% sure if I need to do something with a body control module. I don't know. It wasn't hit very hard, but it was enough to make the airbags go off. She took a pretty good gouge right there. Not real bad. They sure do beat on these cars. You can tell both cars, they got dents in the doors. Right there, probably about the same height as handcuffs. What do you think? I don't know. I think the suspension's got to settle because it was hanging. I don't know. It don't look terrible, does it? I might just leave it like that. If they don't rub when you turn, that's going to be the thing right there. It's kind of tight right there. Anyway, we'll see. Well, it's running. I reset the change oil thing, which is pretty easy to do. And apparently I just picked up the tires because all it's saying is the hood is open. And I got to reset. I got airbag lights, service airbag. Which I got to figure that out. But I know this is part of it. These seat belts are a lot tighter than heck. Must be the erector with no seat belts on, huh? You don't suppose those polices were breaking the law, do you? I also got to figure out why them fans stay running. I think it might be because I haven't put Freon in it. And it's causing something. I think that's what it is. I may do that today. I'm going to take it for a ride. Get the suspension to settle. Maybe I need to put some air in them tires, huh? I think I better do that. You don't suppose it's picking up the tires sitting out in the driveway, do you? We're getting ready to find out. Alright, I'm going to take it for a ride. See if it really is picking the tires up in the driveway, because 2 of them tires had like 15 pounds in them. Well, so far it hasn't tripped no trouble about the tires. That was played enough on the radio. Tone it down a bit, please. I must say it rides a little nicer with these tires. Well, they scrubbed pulling out of the driveway a little bit. But don't scrub going down the road, so. And it rides better. I think I'm going to leave them alone. It did settle a little bit. I think I like it. It's going to be okay. I like it. Alright, I think I'm going to pull it off the side there. I'll hook up the vacuum pump, put a vacuum on it. Get that AC charged up. And then I'm going to pull up another one in here that needs some attention. Alright, we'll let that go for a couple hours. Get any moisture out of it, hopefully. And then we'll charge it up and see if it works. Man, I make a mess every time, don't I? Anyway, I gotta go in and get something to eat because I'm a little hungry. And then we'll go back out there and do a chilly start. Carolina cold start on that Shortbed Chevy 4-wheel drive. Come on. Alright, let's see if this junk will run. Install electric fuel pump comment here shortly. This is a Carolina cold start. It's about 40, 45, something like that. 44. Huh. She ain't gonna do nothing on account of the battery's dead. Trouble is, the battery's dead in my 71 too, because Mama does not remember that one off is straight up and down. Accessory is that way. Run, start. Accessory off, run, start. And this one ain't gonna do squat. Maybe the cable's just loose. Let me check that. Let's see if we're in luck here. We are. There she goes. this one in and put a water pump on it. Maybe pull the intake off. See what mood I'm in. Well, this looked pretty up in here. Don't take up that much space. You know, I keep saying I'm going to sell this thing, but I did buy some aluminum slot wheels for it. It's got these old bias ply tires on it that are square for about 10 miles. It's a pretty good old truck. You know, these things are getting harder and harder to come by too. And more pricey every time I do it. I bought one for 500 bucks. I think I sold it to my cousin for 600 or something like that. Made killer profit, huh? And then I think he gave it to his boy. It was a lot worse shape than this one though. And I think his boy sold it for a few grand. So there you go. This one runs pretty good. It's got a bad water pump though. And it's got an EGR intake. Well, let me show you. Alright. See, there's got an EGR intake on it. Awful nest of wiring going on there. The water pump's bad. I don't know. I'm sort of tempted to pull that intake off and put an aluminum one on it. Because I got one. The carburetor is the one with an MC solenoid, which should not be on there. I don't know if I want to get into all that. I don't know. I got the parts though. That's the other killer thing about it. It needs an inner fender. I got one. And these doors, or fixed the doors. I got them. Needs a dash. I got one. This is awful tempting to keep this truck. It's got good bones. How you like that? Caution tape. Caution, the door won't latch. Let's see, put there. The old timer told me one time, put a piece of garden hose right there. I saw another trick recently somewhere. Take a piece of PEX and pop it on there. Does have good bones. Dual tanks. The door's rotten. The cab's good. I think that inner fender's junk too. It's not as bad as the other one, but it ain't very good. It's got room for 2 batteries. Only got one in it. Got the big diesel radiator. Well, me standing here ain't gonna get the water pump changed, is it? I better get busy. Sort of wish it wasn't lifted so much. Kind of hard to get up in there. I think I got a step stool here somewhere. I got distracted. I haven't touched it yet. I did go out and turn the vacuum pump off on the Caprice and let it hold a vacuum a while, and it seems to not have a leak, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and charge it up. Figured out why that fan ran all the time. I never plugged in the compressor down there, the pressure sensor. That's kind of dumb. Anyway, I think I got enough refrigerant in it. Really too cold to be testing it. It's only like 50 degrees or so. 55 maybe. But the compressor's working. And I got it about the right amount in it. It just takes a little over a pound. And by my guesstimation, I think that's where I'm at. Alright, now that I've experienced what I'm going to claim as success on the AC on the Caprice, I'm going to change the water pump on this truck. Should I or shouldn't I? I got another Edelbrock carburetor up there. And I got a intake out in the shed. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it. These Velcro gaskets though, they're leaking a little bit. Ooh. That antifreeze ain't green, is it? No, sir. Well, true to form, I pulled that lower hose off and dumped the antifreeze everywhere. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you're just like that bad? Well, the water pump's out. She's pretty knackered. I gotta get that plug out right there. That's probably $5 or $10 now. A brass plug, 3/4 inch. Or 1/2 inch pipe, I guess that is. Need to get them studs out there. You know, I'm really tempted to pull that intake. Half the way there now. That carburetor ain't right. I'm really tempted to do it. Valve covers are leaking. I got the parts. It does need a new upper radiator hose. That's vintage 1982, I'm sure. I doubt I got one. Maybe I do. I'll have to look around. Actually, somebody's MacGyvered that together. Because this is a diesel radiator. It's a bigger opening there than a small block Chevy. How far into this do I want to get? I did just put used parts on the cap and rotor there. I might even have some spiffy valve covers. Let me show you something. Probably everybody in the whole wide world knows this, but there might be a young feller, or fellette, as they say, that don't know how to take those studs out. They can be a pain. You don't want to use vice grips because you'll booger up the threads. So what you do is you take two nuts, 5/16 in this case, and jam them together. Tighten them together. Then stick you, let me hold this on my chin. Stick your pry bar in there, and then just turn it out like that. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, chins are handy. Alright, I should have stayed on point here. I let myself go get distracted and I think broke the injector pump. And that's 6.2. So that's a bummer. Messing around. Or I don't know if I broke it or it just broke. But anyways, it won't run. So, and then she ain't pushing no fuel. So anyway, let me put this water pump on. Alright. That soured my mood, the Suburban. So I ain't been doing much filming. I did text Chevaholic and he said he don't think it's the pump. He thinks it's something else. So I guess that's encouraging. I need to figure it out. Somebody's sneaking up on me. First time she's seen me since 5:30 this morning.
No, it's not.
Oh, I guess you're right. Anyway, I gotta put some coolant in this thing and then I'm done with it. You can see I did not change the intake and the carburetor and all that. I just didn't do it. Well, I got hungry, went in and ate something. Come back out, it's around 8 o'clock or so. Filled her up with coolant. I just need to put the air cleaner back on and I think that part's done. I don't know what else I'm going to do to her. I don't know. Well, remains to be seen. Anyway, I'm fitting to ring the bell. That was a weak ring, wasn't it? There we go. Hey, appreciate y'all watching. It's kind of a sickness, really, all these freaking vehicles I got, but thanks, appreciate y'all watching. Views coming back up a little bit. Hopefully I can get that motor stabbed in that 57 here pretty soon. And I got a lot of other irons in the fire, but I'm gonna get her done. You wait and see.